When you lose someone you love, trying to capture their entire life in just a few words can feel, well, impossible. In those really tender moments of grief, the pressure of writing a tribute is often the very last thing anyone wants to deal with. It's such a profound question, isn't it? And it's one that most of us, unfortunately, will have to answer at some point. How on earth do you find the right words to honor a whole lifetime of memories, of achievements, of love? And this, right here, is the heart of the problem. That blank white page. It can be absolutely paralyzing. The pressure to get it perfect, to do justice to a life so well lived, can be an unbelievably heavy weight during an already tough time.
You know, this challenge is universal. For decades, families have faced this emotional burden with hardly any real tools to help them. But that's starting to change.
Okay, let's look at the old way versus the new way. The traditional process is just filled with stress, right? You've got overwhelming writer's block, the fear of a permanent typo on printed paper, and programs that get lost or damaged. The virtual obits way completely flips that. It replaces that scary blank page with a gentle, guided wizard, lets you make real-time edits, and creates a permanent digital legacy that you can share instantly with anyone, anywhere in the world.
So, how does this all work? Well, it starts with a compassionate co-author. It uses technology not as some cold replacement for a human touch, but as a genuinely supportive partner to help you find the words when you need them the most. Instead of staring at a blank document, the whole thing starts with a simple 8-step wizard. It just gently asks for details, basic info, family, life story, and it breaks this huge, overwhelming task into small, manageable pieces. You're never left alone trying to figure it out. And this is where the magic happens. Once you provide those simple notes and facts, the AI transforms them into a beautiful, flowing life story. It even has a fact-check assistant that highlights key details like names and dates for you to double-check, making sure every part of the story is accurate before you share it.
The versatility is really a standout feature here. The AI can whip up everything from a full-length obituary to a short social media announcement. It can generate a touching 4-stanza poem in seconds, and you can even customize the tone, whether you want it to be formal, celebratory, or more traditional, to perfectly match the spirit of your loved one. So once the words are just right, the next step is creating a tribute that's as beautiful and lasting as the memories themselves. And this isn't just some static document. It's a living, breathing memorial.
You have complete control from one simple dashboard. You can change themes, edit the text, swap out photos, and see all your changes live. If you spot a typo even after the service is over, you can fix it in an instant. It ensures your tribute is always perfect. And the final output? It has the polish and elegance of something from a high-end design firm. From the obituaries narrative to the perfectly structured order of service, you can get these professional quality results in just minutes. It's amazing. The platform also gives you space for those deeply personal touches. You can include custom poems or personal tributes from family and friends, which really helps create a memorial that captures the unique spirit of the person you're honoring. Think about all those paper funeral programs tucked away in drawers. Maybe they're faded or damaged. This changes everything. The final tribute is a living document. It's a digital flipbook that can't be torn or stained or lost. It's a permanent keepsake for all the future generations. But what if you could connect that permanent digital story to a physical place of remembrance? This is where Virtual Obits creates a really powerful, lasting bridge between the physical and digital worlds. It's called the Eternal QR Plate, and it's such a simple, elegant, and powerful idea. A permanent link that's attached directly to a headstone, allowing any visitor for decades to come to just scan it and instantly access the full, rich life story. The plate itself is a discreet 3x3-inch piece of stainless steel. It's designed to be elegant and understated, but it holds a gateway to a whole universe of memories, photos, and stories, making sure their digital legacy is always just a quick scan away.
And listen, this isn't just any old piece of metal. It is engineered to last forever. We're talking about marine-grade stainless steel, the same kind used on ships, that's resistant to acid, salt water, and UV rays. The high-contrast engraving is done with a 60-watt fiber laser, so it's not going to fade. This is truly built for eternity.
How long it lasts depends on how you install it. A do-it-yourself application with high-grade epoxy can last a good 15 to 25 years. But a professional, factory-recessed installation, that becomes a structural part of the monument itself, extending its lifespan to over 75 years. That's generations.
And really? That's the ultimate goal, to create a legacy that lasts, allowing you to share their story not just with the people who knew them, but with generations who have yet to even be born.
That QR code gets automatically added to every single program and memorial card. This transforms a simple piece of paper from the service into a gateway, instantly connecting friends and family to the entire digital tribute. The full story, the photo galleries, the poems, everything.
Ultimately, it all comes down to this one simple, powerful belief. Every single life is a story, and every one of those stories deserves to be told with dignity, with grace, and with absolute beauty. So the final question is really one for all of us to think about. When the time comes, how will you make sure the story of the people you love is preserved and shared, not just for today, but for all the generations to come?